So it's never an ordinary day here.
At each one of our automated warehouses, we have an engineering team of about 50 to 60 people.
I've had the pleasure of working on 2 teams whilst I've been here. I couldn't say a bad word about either of them. They're amazing. There's so many different walks of life. There are so many different aspects of engineering, and this is like a kind of place where everything comes into one.
I enjoy most seeing someone get curious and passionate about what they're doing.
There's people here with less experience than me, more experience, but at the end of the day, everyone sort of pulls together, and if there's something that's a little bit harder, the more experienced people will come and help. Everyone's more than happy to lend a hand.
Quite often I'll have someone come and ask me how this particular machine works or this particular part, and I love to pull it apart and explain from start to finish because it reminds me why I love so much what I do.
There's something that's called a tech journey.
Ocado Engineering is really innovative in the sense that we see the value in investing in the employees. We offer apprenticeships as well as like a very comprehensive technical journey to go from a trainee technician right through to engineering, including college.
Because it's such a niche work environment, they offered mech school, which is mechanical school, key skills you need in engineering.
So as you can see, we're about to do some bot recovery, so I'm going to put on this harness and then I'll show you how we do it.
Panel school, which is you learn with an electrical panel, you have to wire in all the lights and buttons, make sure everything works. You have to make one light go from one side of the panel to the other.
I put on my harness, all the other safety equipment that I need.
To work on the grid, you've got to have certain training, how to work efficiently and effectively before you go out there.
So we go out here every day.
I think it's around 7 metres high that we're working at.
The grid is 21 totes high, that's around 7 metres or 10 feet.
All the training that you need to work out safely and effectively, you find here at Ocado Engineering.
You also have a bot school, which is the basics on how to fix a robot. When you first start, you get a couple of weeks doing each different role, sort of peripherals, bots, grid support, bagging.
And we encourage people to chase development and self-development. I think that's one of the special things about this company as well. You really are dependent on the team. I think that's why I'm so inclined to teach what I know to anybody that's wanting to ask or willing to learn.
A typical day would start off 7 o'clock meeting, and then we go and either fix robots or ensure that all the peripheral things are exactly as they should be. Essentially, the food's coming out of the factory.
These are empty tote bags to go inside an RT, ready for a pick.
If I was working on pick stations, you've got physical errors, overheight errors.
I can hear a roller back there that needs a new band. I can almost pinpoint it. This one.
It's a very physical job. You're either always on your feet or you're always using your hands.
So along this area, we come from the bagging machines. From an engineering point of view, we've got to make sure that all these conveyors are running. The system itself tells us where the blockages might be so that we can rectify the problem, get the totes in the grid, and then from the grid to the pick station.
So this is one of our ambient pick stations. Sometimes you have to get inside of them for general maintenance reasons like replacing rollers or belts. It's quite a cramped space, but we're not in there for very long. We're trying to avoid it when possible.
You average at about, I'd probably say 18 to 20 kilometres a day. It keeps you fit, but a lot of us got watches and we compete with each other. So I've got one with Callum, because I see how much he's run. Then you can kind of see, oh, he's had a rough day in them shorts.
I'd much rather be cold all day than be warm, so I wear shorts.
So we have a chiller. If you're working in chill, you'll find yourself in there for 12 hours. And we do have heaters there, your massive chill gears, your chill jacket.
Sometimes you have to come in here and do maintenance. It ranges from about -15 to -23 in here. Let's get out of here.
Behind here, you've got grid support. So what they're doing is they're working to try and fix any bots have an error onto Hive.
So once in a while, the bots go into error. Once the bot goes into error, we log into the bot via the computer, fix whatever the problem is, and get it back on the grid, so there's no downtime whatsoever.
So the hive mind actually operates as one entity. So you imagine like an ant colony. You know, the innate love, like almost like to a pet or an animal, I've always had that for technology.